Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us His truth, and salutations to the hopeful alike that are listening through these words and listen to these videos. My name is Brother Akwai, back in here with another video. And the topic for today, I just want to discuss something briefly, is what is love. So there is a bit of a misconception, about what love is, right? And in the world, you learn that love is like these. Like all these intense emotions you feel for somebody. It's like butterflies in your stomach. There's a huge level of I guess so-called like romance regarding this word love. And it's it can be very, very it's very misleading how the world would define it, because it's like defined as like this, intense burst of emotion that, you have for somebody, right? And the way the scriptures defined it is completely different, right? So I just want to get into that today, and how Ratazai, this could be an edifying lesson to inform you of what true love actually is, right? As a matter of fact, let me see if I can just pull up what love is commonly defined as. Okay, so I just pulled it up on Google. So I'm just going to read this out really quickly. So a noun: an intense feeling of deep affection, a great interest and pleasure in something. Feel deep affection for someone, like or enjoy very much, right? So a lot of these definitions that they have here is in regards to like feeling and so on and so forth. Let's see if I put in love dictionary. Okay, let's see what the dictionary defines it as. Come on. Warm attachment, enthusiasm, or devotion. Affection based on admiration, common interest, strong affection, right? So this is how love is normally defined, like in the world and stuff like that. But let's just see what true love actually is, according to the Bible, right? To clear up any misconception. So the first scripture I'm just going to grab is 1 John 5 and it's 1 John 5 and 2. So it reads, "By this we know that love the children of the Most High Yahweh, when we love the Most High and keep His commandments." Right. Verse 3, "For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous." Right. So so how love is actually defined, according to the scriptures, is being able to keep those commandments, right? The commandments that He's given us, right? So in essence, love is an action that we do, right? We keep these things in mind, right? We keep these commandments in mind, right? That's how we show love. But ultimately, that's how we also what's the word I'm looking for? That's how we preserve our life, because if you look at some of these commandments, it keeps us out of, keeps us out of danger, and it keeps us healthy as well. Like, for example, like dietary laws and stuff like that. It keeps us in order, right? So let's jump down to, what's the next? Let's go over to John 21 and 16. Actually, let's start at 14. So this is John 21 and 14, and it reads, "This is now the third time that Yahushua showed himself to his disciples after that he was risen from the dead." Right? So this is verse 15. "So when they denied, Yahushua said unto Simon Peter, Simon," so this is Yahushua speaking, "Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He saith unto him, Yes, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. And he said unto him, Feed my lambs." Right? So that is him, showing love. Going back to that true definition of what love is. It's an action that we do, and we show care for our brothers, right? Is keeping the commandments as well, right? Verse 16. He saith to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? So, Yahushua is asking Simon, like, do you love me? Right? He saith unto him, Yes, the Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my sheep. Right? Verse 17. He saith unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved, because he saith unto him the third time, Lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things, that thou knowest that I love thee. And Yahushua said unto him, Feed my sheep. Right? So Yahushua is saying, unto Peter. So he's saying, do you love me? And he's saying, yes, I love you. And Yahushua is answering, okay, if you love me, feed my sheep, right? You feed the flock, right? So, in today's time, how do we do that? So, we make lessons, we speak to our family members, those that actually hearken to what we're saying. Like, for example, when I speak to, either, discreetly, but people those at my work that might actually listen to what I'm saying, because, they're actually hearkening to what I'm saying. Whether that could be, your parents, but, you also be careful of, like, who you also speak to, right? Because, you don't want to cast your pearls onto swine, like the scriptures say, right? So that is us, feeding our sheep. We make lessons, and, we edify the brothers, we talk to brothers, we comfort other brothers in need be. That's us keeping the commandments, and that's also us feeding the sheep, right? Feeding the lambs, right? Because, that's how we're showing love, right? So just the last one I just want to end off with, because there was something I was meditating on, actually, that a lot of these pastors should not be called pastors, because they don't actually feed the sheep. They don't actually feed their congregation with food that's going to help them. And I'm not talking about actual food. I'm talking about more that spiritual food, right? Because a lot of our people, Israelites, are caught up in these churches, and the churches don't feed them anything. They feed them nonsense, and they don't tell them who they are. They don't reveal them to whole truth. And on top of that, you have these churches, they take their money as well. We're already in a poor, dead state, right? So this is what Jeremiah has to say about that. So this is Jeremiah 3:15, and it reads, "Then I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding." And these true pastors are referring to the elders and apostles, Apostle Tahar come down, and the elders and the brothers in the brotherhood, right? Because they are the ones who are feeding us with information and feeding us with knowledge and understanding, because they're the ones who are, clothing us, right? Revealing us the whole counsel, of the Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, right? Not these pastors in these churches, right? Because they're teaching a bunch of folly, a bunch of nonsense that's not helping our people. And our people are already in a dead state, in a very dry bone state. Our people need to be fed with information that's going to help them. But unfortunately, that's not the case, right? Matter of fact, just quickly, I want to go into that word pastors, because they should not be called pastors. Because I was looking up the word in the etymology just recently. Salaki, let me just get this real quick. Okay, so this is pastor in the etymology. So late 14th century, shepherd, one who has care of a flock or herd. Spiritual guide, shepherd of souls. Let's see, herdsman, shepherd. To lead, to pasture, to set to grazing, cause to eat, to feed, tend, guard, and protect, right? So here we go. That is the true definition of pastors, and the true definition and the true pastors are the elders and apostles of GMS come down, right? Because they're the ones who are actually feeding the flock. They're teaching to edify, right? Not these pastors in these churches. So anyways, that's the definition of what love is, and the true men of the Lord are the ones who are actually the ones that actually show exactly what love is according to the Bible. It's not like this intense emotion that we have. It's more of an action that we do, and we show caring for our brothers, us keeping the commandments and so on and so forth. But so anyways, I'm just going to end it there, and hopefully, you brothers and few sisters were edified. And just like to say, all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us His truth. Until next time, I say, Shalom.